say, fight!
What's up, guys? It's Los, and on today's episode of Keto Thoughts, we talk about a strong topic. We talk about how to stick to your keto. Really to keto. All right, so how to stick to keto. I'm gonna give you some fun ways to stick to keto, because most people, when they do keto, they're like, all I can eat is red meat. No, you're just super lazy. So I'm gonna tell you some things that I do to stick into ketosis longer and make it like a delicious lifestyle. So the first thing that I do that not a lot of people I see doing, and we might even make a video, not a video, but a recipe thing about this, is grill. Most people are like, that I talk to, and I talk to a fair amount of people that do keto, are always like, yeah, I'm just tired of eating like red meat, man, and like ground beef. Like, yeah, you should eat that, but you don't have to just eat that. Also, you're probably only cooking that in one way. My wife just texted me. She grabbed salmon, she grabbed some halibut, some red meat, and some chicken thighs. Some of those are higher in fat, like the salmon and the chicken thighs. The halibut's not really, but it's okay, because I'm gonna have some fat with that. I'm gonna have some avocados. I'm gonna have some really good vegetables. I'm gonna have a really big salad and stuff like that. So you don't have to just, everything that you do doesn't have to be like an insane amount of fat. Like, that's where people like go wrong, and then they're like, I hate this diet. All I did is eat broccoli and red meat. Well, that's you being literally the laziest person ever. So there's a lot of different things. We actually have some recipes. I'll give you some recipes because my heart is a huge heart I always want to give. So that's tip one, grill. Tip number two is be creative with your meals. It's kind of like part of tip number one, right? Like, get a freaking cookbook. Find like someone to cook your meals if you're like that. And if you're going out to eat, just think outside the box, man. You know, like get you a Cobb salad. Like, I went to a Mexican restaurant. Everyone's like, oh, I can't eat keto here. I was like, let me get a Cobb salad, a Mexican Cobb salad, bro. I'm good. I'm Gucci gang. You know, like, I'm happy. I'm very good. It's easy to eat keto. Also, just get a bunch of cheese and some meat. Throw it in there at the Mexican restaurant. We do it all the time. It's called the Malby. So our friend, he literally just does that all the time. Be creative with your food. You can make eggs 20 different ways. You can make avocado so many different ways. You can make desserts. You have to be able to be creative and stuff like that. A lot of times also, tip number three, here we go. We're moving fast. We're moving fast. We're also digressing. We're moving fast, but we're digressing. We're having a conversation. Tip number three would be get you some snacks, like some fat bombs. You should get yourself some quick snacks, you know, some nuts, not all kinds of nuts, and just a little bit, but some quick snacks like some fat bombs. Also supplement with like some BHBs. You can do Keto Logic. There's a million different brands, to be honest. I like the flavor of Keto Logic. Their orange is delicious. You have to experiment with food. At the end of the day, we're gonna be here for a long time, unless we die. So why don't we experiment with food? The whole thing about building lifestyle diets and things like that is to understand how to have a better relationship with food. So you have to understand, like, hey, do I like this? Can I mix these things up? Don't be afraid to go to a restaurant and order something off the menu and be like, hey, can you make this for me? They will. They might be like, hey, I might charge you like $4 more, but that's fine. At the end of the day, like, it's what you want to eat. We're gonna drop some recipes on for you, but the biggest thing that I would say is, if you want to stick to keto, make keto work for you. Don't follow a regimen of like, I eat these 3 things and that's kind of it. If that's your style, that's amazing. But if you're like more creative and want to do different things, jump into it and be creative and think through things and like do some Googling and do some researching, get some books and stuff like that, and try to be creative on what kind of things you want to eat. That is it from me. Me and my sword are going to eat tacos now, so goodbye.